Hello everyone, welcome to the 1 week online national workshop on research methodology and its strategies. I am Dr. Venkatachalapati. We faculty members in higher education are expected to not only pursue teaching but also contribute in terms of research activities. In today's session, I will be deliberating upon the concept of information sources for social science research. During this session, I will be discussing about the meaning of data, sources of information, and focusing on primary and secondary sources of information. First, let us consider what is data collection. Data collection is a process. It involves various stages such as gathering information, measuring information pertaining to the variables that we have chosen to study. The entire process is carried out in an established systematic fashion that enables the researcher to answer stated research questions, to test the hypothesis, and to evaluate outcomes. Social scientists interpret and analyze human behavior generally using empirical method of research. Though original data gathering and analysis are central to social sciences research, researchers are also use library and web sources too. So, what is data? Data is set of values of dealing with qualitative or quantitative variables. It is raw, unorganized facts that need to be processed. It can be something simple and seemingly random, absolutely useless until it is organized. When data is processed, organized, structured, or presented in given context so as to make it useful, it is called information. Information which is necessary for research activities are achieved in different forms. The main forms of the information available are primary data, secondary data, cross-sectional data, categorical data, time series data, spatial data, and ordered data. While doing research, sometimes the researcher himself will collect information from the field. For instance, this kind of data gathered by finding out firsthand the attitudes of community towards health services, ascertaining the health needs of a community, evaluating a social program, determining the job satisfaction of the employees of an organization, and ascertaining the quality of service provided by a worker are few examples for primary data. On the other hand, secondary data refers to the data which has already been collected for a certain purpose and documented somewhere else. Data collected by someone else for some other purpose but being utilized by the investigator for another purpose is secondary data. Gathering information with the use of census data to obtain information on various aspects such as age, sex structure of the population, the use of hospital records to find out the morbidity and mortality patterns of a community, the use of an organization's records to ascertain its activities, and the collection of data from sources such as articles, journals, magazines, books, and periodicals to obtain historical and other types of information are examples of secondary data. The next type of data source is cross-sectional data. Cross-sectional data is a type of data collected by observing many subjects, such as individuals, firms, countries, or regions, at the same point of time or without regard to the difference in time. It is the data for a single time point or single space point. For example, if we are studying the impact of heavy rains at different places of a country in a given point of time, then it is cross-sectional data. This type of data has its limitations. It cannot describe changes over time or cause and effect relationship in which one variable affects the other. Categorical variables represent types of data which may be divided into groups. For instance, caste, race, sex, age group, and educational level are attributes. Attributes are data which cannot be measured numerically. It is also called as the categorical data. It is a quantitative in nature. In data, we have two types: qualitative and quantitative. The categorical data variables are qualitative in nature, which means they describe a quality of the variable. A data set consisting of observation on a single characteristics is a univariate data set. A univariate data set is a categorical if the individual observations are categorical responses. Example of categorical data: intelligence, beauty, literacy, and unemployment. Time series data occurs wherever the same measurements are recorded on a regular basis. Quantities that represents or trace the values taken by a variable over a period such as month, quarter, or year. It represents the values of the different phenomena such as temperature, weight, population, etc., which can be recorded over different periods of time. The values of the variable may remain constant or keep increasing or decreasing. The data according to time periods is called time series data. Example, population in different time period. Spatial data is also known as geospatial data or geographic information. It is the data or information that identifies the geographic location of features and boundaries on Earth, such as natural or constructed features, oceans, and more. Spatial data is usually stored as coordinates and topology and is data that can be mapped. It is used in geographical information systems, GIS, and other geolocation or positioning services. It consists of points, lines, polygons, and other geographic and geometric data primitives which can be mapped by location, stored with an object as metadata, or used by a communication system to locate end users' devices. Example, Google Maps on mobile phones will be use this kind of spatial data. Spatial data may be classified as scalar or vector data. Each provides distinct information pertaining to geographical or spatial locations. Data according to ordered categories is called as ordered data. Ordered data is similar to a categorical variable which we just now discussed. The difference here is that in this case there is a clear ordering of the data variables. For example, for category economic status, ordered data may be low, medium, and high. In terms of secondary data or the literature, also there are various types: primary, secondary, and tertiary literature. Primary literature presents the immediate results of research activities. It often includes analysis of data collected in the field of laboratory. Primary literature presents original research or scientific discoveries. Examples are original research published as articles in peer-reviewed journals, dissertations, technical reports, conference proceedings. Identifying primary literature in the sciences. When looking at the journal article to determine whether or not is it primary literature, look for the following common components: abstract, introduction, methods or materials, results, discussions, conclusions, and references. Secondary literature summarizes and synthesizes the primary literature. It is usually broader and less current than primary literature. Since most information sources in the secondary literature contain extensive bibliographies, they can be useful for finding more information on a topic. Examples for secondary literature are literature review articles and books. And then we have tertiary literature. Tertiary literature presents, summarizes or condensed various versions of materials used with references to primary or secondary sources. They can be a good place to look up facts or get a general overview of a subject. Examples of tertiary literatures are textbooks, dictionaries, encyclopedias, and handbooks. Now that we have seen the different types of data used in social sciences, let us again focus in detail on what is primary and secondary data. There are two major approaches to gathering information about the situation, person, problem, or phenomenon. When you undertake a research study, in most situations you need to collect the required information. However, sometimes the information required is already available and need only the extracted. Based on these broad approaches to information gathering, data can be categorized as primary data, secondary data. As the name suggests, primary data is one which is collected for the first time by the researcher, which secondary data is data already collected or produced by others. It is the data collected by the investigator himself or herself for a specific purpose. Data gathered by finding out first-hand information about opinion, beliefs, attitudes, and ascertaining the quality of services, etc. are the examples of primary data. On the other hand, data collected by someone else for some other purposes but being used by the researcher is called as secondary data. A secondary source is an interpretation, analysis, discussion, or evaluation of an event or issue that is based on primary sources in evidence. Secondary sources list, summarize, compare, and evaluate information and studies so as to draw conclusions or present on the current status of knowledge on a topic. Secondary sources are often in the form of scholarly discourse or reviews. Secondary sources are used to introducing a topic and providing historical or broader context. Common examples of secondary sources are biographies, indexes, abstracts, bibliographies, journal articles, literary criticism, monographs written about the topic, reviews of books, movies, musical recordings, works of arts, etc., newsletters, and professional news sources. Secondary sources. Like primary sources, secondary sources can be found in a plethora or databases and through search engines such as Google Scholar, because secondary sources are commentary on other works. They tend to be easier to find through literary databases. Social research is a scientific endeavor. The data collected must be reliable and authentic. Primary data for social sciences are gathered from the following methods: observation, questionnaire, interview, and case study methods. Observation is an important tool used to gather the information that can be observed by the researcher. It is the basic method of data collection. Questionnaire is used to collect data from the respondent on a large scale and provided anonymity to the respondents. Interview is considered as the best method for data collection in social sciences. It allows for the researcher to gather the data by customizing the approach used. Case study method is the amalgamation of all the above mentioned methods focusing on a particular aspect. These are the methods from which social scientists can collect primary data for research. The following advantages of using primary data: since the investigator collects the data specific to the problems under study, there is no doubt about the quality of the data collected. If required, it may be possible to obtain additional data during the study period. Just as there are advantages, there are disadvantages of using primary data. The investigator has to contend with all the hassles of data collection, deciding why, what, how, when to collect, getting the data collected personally or through others, getting funding and dealing with funding agencies, ethical considerations, consent, permissions, etc. Ensuring the data collected is of high standard. All desired data is obtained accurately and in the format it is required in. There is no fake or cooked up data. Unnecessarily useless data has not been included. Cost of obtaining the data is often the major expenses in studies. These are the advantages of using secondary data. The data is already there, no hassles of data collection. It is less expensive. The investigator is not personally responsible for the quality of data. The disadvantages of using secondary data: the investigator cannot decide what is collected. If specific data about something is required, for instance, one can only hope that the data is of good quality. Obtaining additional data or even clarification about something is not possible most often. When we compare primary data versus secondary data, primary data is an original and unique data which is directly collected by the researcher from a source according to his requirements, as opposed to secondary data which is usually accessible but are not pure, as they have undergone through many statistical treatments. Continuing the comparison between primary data and secondary data, we can see that primary data refers to the first-hand data gathered by the researcher himself, whereas secondary data means data collected by someone else earlier. The data is collected in real time or primary data, whereas secondary data is past data. In terms of involvement in the process, in primary data the researcher has to be very involved, while the secondary data is quick and easy to obtain. The source of primary data include surveys, observations, experiments, questionnaire, personal interview, etc. While government publications, websites, books, journal articles, internal records, etc. are secondary data sources. With reference to the cost effectiveness of these data sources, we can see the primary data is expensive because of all the involvement in various stages, but secondary data on the other hand is more economical since it is collected already. The data collection time is also quite long for primary data. It is very short for secondary data. The specificity of data is also available, always specific to the researcher needs in primary data, but information in secondary data may or may not be specific to the researcher's needs. Information is available in the crude form in primary research, but in secondary research it is available in the refined form. In terms of accuracy and reliability, the data collected in primary research is more reliable since it is customized to suit the researcher needs. But secondary data is less reliable since we do not know the authenticity of data collected. This is a summation of the data sources, both primary and secondary, that is essential for the social sciences. These are the references I have used for the current talk. Thank you for being with me through this session. I thank the organizers from Government First Grade College, Chenrai, Patna for this opportunity. I have provided my contact details. In case of any queries, do get in touch.